set up for the dismal state of the box office this week.
Oh yeah.
Because, boy, the box office was so bad that I've seen articles questioning if theaters are going to die.
Yeah. Man.
Because the only movie that is actually doing unambiguously well right now is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Because in its third weekend, it very nearly matched Disney's Elementals in its opening weekend.
Wow.
And I looked ahead at the daily box office. It was beating Flash and Elemental multiple days.
Wow. Man.
Everything else here, Little Mermaid, has been out for a month. $250 million is usually nothing to sneeze at, but not when you make the darn thing for 200 and was it 200 million or 250? I
I think
forget
it was I think it was 250.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty astonishing. Yeah, when you look at that list. I mean, even I would say even Guardians of the Galaxy, which I mean that might break even. I think,
Yeah, like
or if it or already has broken even. I think
it's debatable. It depends on did they do accounting shenanigans with this 250 million that they put into it, because we know that Thor probably inherited some of the money from Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Or some of the expenses from Shang-Chi, I should say.
Right. Yeah.
Then you've all, but yeah, like
Yeah.
it's a ridiculous world we live in where we have to debate if a movie that made 800 million at the box office broke even.
Yeah. And Changus
Yeah.
says he's bummed about Transformers'
Right.
numbers.
This isn't just a Disney problem.
Yeah.
Because it's been out for 3 weeks now and it has not crossed 300 million yet. It's a bargain at 195 million.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Though Transformers has the side benefit that it's an advertisement for toys, so you know that Hasbro's going to make up a big chunk of whatever shortfall we get here by selling more action figures.
Yes. Yeah, and those action figures are not cheap, by the way.
No. I know multiple people who prefer to get knockoffs where the Chinese factory steals the old molds and actually often does a better job than Hasbro does.
Yeah.
Now, as far as other new releases, Asteroid City in 6 theaters made a little under 900 million, or to me 900,000. But that's 140,000 a theater. Like that's probably like your Chinese theater in Los Angeles and a few other places.
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
Right. So that isn't, it'll be interesting to see how that does as it rolls out.
Yeah.
But this summer is just nonsense. And
Yeah.
you know what? Let's go ahead and take a quick look back. I'm going to pull out the calculator, which I now realize does not show up on anybody else's end. So I can 80085. So let's do a quick. I'm going to just add together the top 5 here for what they made over the weekend. So 55, 29, 27, 20, 11. All right, so that's a grand total of 142 million from the top 5.
Wow.
Probably 143 because I rounded down, but
yeah.
So let's go back in the Wayback Machine here. Weekly chart index. Show me this week in June of 2022 when Top Gun Maverick ruled the roost.
Yes.
617. Okay. This is the weekend when Lightyear came out last year.
Oh, wow.
So you had 142 million for this year's box combined top 5.
Right.
So Jurassic World's second weekend, 59. Lightyear made 50 million, which Elemental would love to have.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick in week 4 is powering on at 44, and we've already outdone the top 5 from this year with the first 3.
Wow.
But if we keep going, Doctor Strange on the tail end of it.
Bob's
Burgers, the movie, which is a huge bomb. Yeah, 158 million.
Wow.
Like if you took out Doctor Strange and Bob's Burgers, top 5 last year beat the top 5 this year. And it's a ridiculous situation because there were way more new releases last year or this year than last year.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we were still kind of coming out of from the unspecified virus of unknown origin.
Yeah, like when you just look at the top 10 here, Sonic 2 was still in the top 10 in week 11 because there was nothing else really.
Right. Yeah, I remember that last year. Yeah, there was just very few releases coming out. We had very little to talk about last
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, it's like you have Top Gun Maverick here eating up or soaking up all the oxygen in the room because that's all there was.
Yeah. And that could very well happen again this year. Tom Cruise might have to bail out the movie theaters again.
Yeah, when I keep thinking that there's no major movies coming out, I keep forgetting about Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the home video charts, we actually have a couple of interesting notes here. John Wick still on top. Super Mario movies comes in at number 2.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Now, right here, this is why you see so many sequels, because on top of the actual money you make in the theaters, you have people go, oh, well, I should probably watch that first Spider-Man movie before I see the next one.
Yeah.
So they buy it on home video.
And that's just more money.
Yep. Dungeons and Dragons is in there. I think those were oh, are you there? God, it's me. Margaret debuts at number 8.
Ooh.
Apparently the answer for Margaret was no.
No, yeah.
Shazam collapsing. That was basically what I wanted to show, was just not only is Sony playing Top Gun Maverick this summer so far with Spider-Man, they're also taking unfair advantage and making a lot of money from the home video market.
Yeah.
So yeah,